In this video, I want to give you 10 life-changing success tips that literally transformed my business and allowed me to sell over $750,000 of life insurance premium over the phone and helped me go from the broke, struggling 20-year-old agent brand new to the industry to now helping agents just like you scale their life insurance business. And this not only just helped me, but also literally helped Max just in July issue over $50,000 over the phone in under $4,000 of ad spend. So let's just get right into it. The very first success tip that I want to share with you is generate your own high quality leads. Now, right now, you might be buying leads or having somebody manage them for you, or even you got the lead set up for you, but you don't even understand how to generate them yourself. And so having the knowledge and having the experience and having the information that you need to actually control your marketing really helped me go from in debt to actually making consistent profit month in and month out, and helped me get off the lead buying hamster wheel. And so when I started generating my own leads, that's when I really was able to take off. And that's what allowed me ultimately to have the freedom in life to be able to travel the world and literally go wherever. And so I highly recommend generating your own high quality leads so you're not having to rely on somebody else where you don't even know what kind of ads that they're running. And so you can know exactly, predictably, and sustainably grow your business. Now, the second tip that I want to share with you guys that helped me really sell consistent $50,000 to $60,000 per month completely over the phone and all around the world was actually using a local presence dialer. Now, you've probably heard and you're probably familiar with Kixi right now, but what I want to share with you guys is when I didn't use Kixi, when I just thought of it as a big expense and it was super expensive, I really had to look and analyze my numbers, and I had to figure out, okay, what are my numbers leading towards? What is the biggest bottleneck right now in my business? And the biggest bottleneck at that time was actually getting people to answer the phone. And it originally took me about 150 to 170 dials to actually make a sale. And so when I was sick and tired of just dialing over and over and over every single day just to try to get somebody to speak with, and I actually invested in and started using Kixi, that's when I really was able to see a 5x better conversion rate. And so what that meant is that it was allowed me to make 5 times less dials to be able to make sales, which meant I was able to speak to more people, present to more people, make more money with less effort, which is awesome, right? And the goal as an agent is to be able to present to clients consistently every single day. And the only way that you're able to present to a consistent amount of clients is one, having good leads, but then number two, actually having a dialer that will allow you more contacts. So it took me from 150 to 170 dials per sale to actually averaging about 30 to 40 dials per sale. All I had to do to sell one policy per day was make a little less than 40 dials. Use local presence dialer. I highly recommend you using that. Now, number 3 is actually having a CRM with AI automations built in so that you can be working around the clock without having to actually put in the manual effort. And the reason why this is so important is because whenever I have something in my business that I have to repeat 3, 4, 5 different times, I just try to automate it as fast as possible. And now with AI taking over our daily lives, using AI is all the more important, especially in our business, to be able to utilize those to our advantage. Now, some of you guys might think, okay, AI is going to be the thing, it's going to start selling the insurance for me, which the reality right now it is not. But what I can say about AI is that it will actually supercharge your business and allow you to be able to text back and forth with clients and get them onto your calendar, or get them scheduling appointments, or even just getting them ready and primed up so that you can call them and then you just present right there on the spot. So it's super important to call your leads once when they come in right away within 5 minutes, but more importantly, whenever they're texting, that's the perfect time to be able to make contact with them, because you know at the end of the day, they're on their phone right now. So using a CRM to organize all the leads that are coming in, because the agents that I actually coach and help are getting 20, 30, 40, even like 100 leads per day. So you have to have a way to be able to organize this of who you've spoken with, who you haven't, who you're trying to get a hold of, but then also work in the background for you. So at the end of the day, it just makes your job way easier. Now, the 4th success tip that I want to share with you that really helped grow my business was having a community of agents that I was dialing with consistently. When I was selling by myself, it just gets lonely in this industry. And in this industry, when it's easy to isolate yourself and you're working working from home and you don't have the in-person interaction, it's nice to be able to log on to Zoom and see the same people every day and be able to work with other people. Because at the end of the day, if your work doesn't have some sort of fun in it, you're just not going to have the longevity in this business to succeed. And when I wasn't motivated and I had somebody else in the dial room right there making a sale, or right there helping me and motivating me and inspiring me, that's when I was really able to stay consistent with my sales month in and month out, even if I didn't feel like it. And so having a dial room where you're actually able to sit with agents and call with has been super beneficial to my success, and also other top producing life insurance agents as well. Now, the fifth success tip. Now, if you stay till the end of this video, I want to give you a Q&A that I actually did with David Duford on exactly how to scale your life insurance business past $20,000 a month. So you don't want to miss that. So if you stay till the end, I'll give you exactly where to go for that. Now, number 5 is, if you want to get to those $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 months, is you have to get to the point where you're spending $1,000 a week on ad spend as fast as humanly possible. And the reason for this is because all it takes is one sale to really break even on the ad spend, and then you're profitable for the next 6 days. Obviously, if you're working all of those days. So it's super important to have good and quality lead flow so you can really scale the business and you can have enough people to talk to. Because a big problem that I see agents run into is they have a scarcity mindset. One of the biggest mistakes that I made when I made my first $20,000 a month was actually not scaling fast enough. Whenever you see you put money in and you get money out, that is literally free money as long as you're working, right? And so it takes you actually betting on yourself, actually taking ownership of the business and being able to take the risks even when it's tough, and putting your credit card on the line, knowing that you're going to get the results on the back end, right? And I'm not talking about buying leads. I'm talking about when you're actually having a predictable, sustainable process of generating leads and being able to generate closes, and then also sales on the back end. It's just a rinse and repeat process. So all you have to do is just click the money button more and more and more, and you actually just have more and more money hitting your account. Because the more money you spend, obviously, on a profitable lead acquisition source, the more money you're going to make on the back end. So try to get to $1,000 a week as fast as possible. That's how you're going to get to the $20,000 to $30,000 a month mark way quicker. Now, the sixth tip that I want to share with you is tracking your data consistently. And I should have saved this till the end, number 10, because this is the most important success tip that I personally can give you. Because if you don't know your numbers, you're just going to be running your business based on emotion. And I guarantee if you were to talk to the CEO, if you were to even talk to Steve Jobs if he was alive, or if you were to talk to Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, or if you were to even talk to Elon Musk, I guarantee he's probably not running his business based on emotion, but probably based on the numbers. Because at the end of the day, the business is here to make money. Yes, we help people and we're able to have a huge impact, but we're here to make money at the end of the day. That's why you got into the business. And so yes, we want to help people, but at the end of the day, the way that you're able to have the freedom to be able to do the things that you want in life is to make money. So we have to optimize the business so we can make money and help a ton of people along the way. But the only way that we can actually scale the business and we can actually see what is working and what's not is having a tracker. So I track 30 to 40 data points every single day to make sure that I'm tracking the right things at each point. And so it's not just a marketing problem, or it's not just a sales problem, but is it the contact ratio? Is it the contact to presentation ratio? Is it the presentation to close ratio? What's the actual bottleneck in the business that's preventing us from scaling? And then you solve that and scale. Alex Hormozi talks a lot about you're only going to scale to your bottlenecks, and you're going to hit a bottleneck, and you have to go all in to solve that, and then you're going to scale to the next one, and you're going to create a new one, which is awesome. But the only way you understand and really know your bottlenecks is tracking your numbers. So if you want me to go deeper into what numbers to actually track and give you my data tracker, comment down below right now, and I'll actually make a whole nother video going deeper into this, because it is super, super, super important. And I was just sharing this with my community, is when I went crazy in debt, when I was really struggling in this business, I really didn't know my numbers. But it took Thanksgiving weekend, I remember sitting down and just really analyzing where my business was at, where leads and sales were coming from, the most profitable that were actually making me the most money. And the reality is, like 80% of my lead budget were going towards unprofitable leads, which I felt like were going to be the best, but they actually weren't. So I highly recommend breaking down your numbers, tracking them every single day, tracking them on a weekly basis, automate that process out. So all you have to do is look at the data, you make a few tweaks, and you scale, and you just simply make more money, which is awesome. The seventh success tip that really helped me get a jump start in this industry is getting around a mentor. I remember one of my early mentors early on, he said, if you want big things in life and you want success in life, all you have to do is find somebody who has what you want, do what they do, and you'll be able to get what they got. And so the formula is very simple. There's no secret sauce behind the curtain. When people come into my coaching program, the very first thing that I tell them is that there's no secret sauce. All there is just the hard work to do. But one thing I will say is a lot of people don't know the actual hard work that they need to do. And so that's what I lay out for them, right? But there is no secret sauce. There's no magic formula to get results. You just have to work hard, put in the effort, and work on high leverage tasks, and that's how you will scale. And so get around a mentor, get around somebody you could just literally say, what do I do in my business right now? And just copy that so you can get the same exact results that they have at the end of the day. It just makes sense. So get around a mentor, lower your ego, and be humble enough to hire somebody or ask for help or value exchange or do something for somebody so you can get that in return and really be able to scale. And a lot of times what's crazy is what I found after investing a heavy 5 figures into myself and my business, actually 6 figures into my business and myself, and really growing this thing and getting the knowledge and getting the information, is a lot of stuff is behind a paywall, right? And so you get through the paywall and there's endless opportunities that open up when you do that. Not just the network, not just the community, not just the people around. And I'm not just talking about my program, but I'm just talking about programs I've personally invested in. But it's actually getting more access to the person, getting more access into their information. What do they know? What's like new and trending and up to date, so on and so forth. So get around a mentor and actually like literally hire a mentor if you haven't already. It's the best investment I've personally made, and I consistently do it every single day. I mean, last month I did it 4 different times to 4 different people, invested my hard-earned money so I can really scale this business faster. Now, the 8th thing is when you're just starting out and you want to speed past the learning curve as fast as humanly possible, is making 300 to 500 dials per day, and make it non-negotiable, because there is a learning curve that you have to go through, and the only way that you get better is by doing the reps and practicing over and over and over and over and over again. And so this kind of goes into my last point, the 10th point. So you want to stay till the end for that. But once you get the reps in and keep doing the work over and over and over again, that is when you can just have success. And typically it just takes about 20 hours to get about 80% of the knowledge and information that you need so you can really have success in your business. So make it non-negotiable, go through the rocky cutscene, put the hard work in so that you can get the results on the back end, because the faster you do that, the faster that you are going to get the results. Now, number 9 is a very important tip as well. And to be able to have a consistent business is you have to have a consistent sales process. And so a big mistake that I made early on is not following one script. So I want to personally give you my script that allowed me to sell over $500,000 of final expense over the phone with my own generated leads right now. So if you want that exact script, DM me right now on Instagram, the word script, and I'll personally send that over to you so you can literally know exactly word for word what I say and how I say it to clients. And also, if you haven't watched the full video breakdown, I'll send that over to you as well. So have a one call close question-based framework that you're leading any single client down, and so that you can get consistent and replicatable results, not only for you, but for the agents that you end up bringing in as well. And the 10th and final thing that I want to share with you guys that really helped me grow my life insurance business, and a tip that allowed me to be successful as a kid in his 20s, is investing into yourself. I mentioned it earlier on. It's so important to invest in yourself, to invest into your business, to take risks, to be that person, because the reality is, if you look 6-12 months down the line from now, there's 2 paths you can go down. You can either choose to invest into a mentor, into a coach, somebody who's actually walked the path that you are trying to walk down, and so that you can run, or you can stay with where you're at, or it might even get worse, because right now you might have the resources, you might have some access to credit, you might have some savings built up, but if you don't actually understand and have the knowledge and information to get to that next level, and you don't have the coaching and mentorship and guidance, it's easy to burn through those resources quickly. I mean, transparently, that's what I did. I came into the business with a little over $10,000 and wiped it all away because I didn't have the proper mentorship and guidance. So I highly recommend you investing into yourself, and you watching these videos is a very first step in investing into yourself. So I want to give you that live podcast that David Duford and I did right now. So click right here, it's going to take you into exactly 30 life insurance agents asking me how to scale their businesses past $20,000 a month profit so they can literally do anything they want in the world. So click this right here and I'll see you inside.